Shall we jump straight into the email?
Yay!
Dina, are you feeling okay today?
I'm actually quite tired now.
All of a sudden. You look it.
Do I?
Yeah, you look tired.
Oh, I thought I looked quite good.
Maybe this will wake you up. Title of the email is Pregnant with my 26-year-old brother-in-law. Hi guys!
Back with another issue!
Back with another issue! I am a 17-year-old female girl and
Female girl!
Sorry. I'm a 17-year-old female girl and Pakistani. I have come to the realization that I am pregnant and it's my brother-in-law's child. From the age of 15, I was living with my sister and her husband and my niece and nephew. I was living with my sister because my parents moved to another city for business-related reasons. My sister is a nurse and her work shifts are usually late, so she leaves me alone with her husband thinking nothing of it. Over the past couple of months, me and my brother-in-law had come very close. Less than 1 millimeters in brackets.
I thought she meant close like friends.
Yeah. I thought
she literally means close like...
like millimeters.
Like basically your hairs of your nose were touching.
At times we would watch scary movies and he would tell me to sit on his lap so that I wouldn't be scared. I would be lying if I said I didn't like where all of this was heading. My niece and nephew are young, so they have early bedtimes, 8 p.m. But sometimes we make them sleep at 6 p.m. They can't tell time yet. One night our feelings became too intense and it became clear that we were thinking the same things. One thing led to another and we ended up having full blown out intercourse. He told me he was wearing a condom and I didn't question it because I thought it would be stupid if he knew there was a chance of me getting pregnant. This week I started experiencing nausea and my skin was noticeably glowing. I decided to purchase a pregnancy test and that's right, it was positive. I didn't know what to do, so I told him and we ended up having an argument. He told me to abort the baby, otherwise it would destroy our whole family and it's better to keep this a secret between us. Please help, I don't know what to do. I'm afraid to ruin my sister's relationship with him and his life. He's only a house husband.
Okay, so this has recently happened. So you're 17 when you've slept with him, right?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then he has clearly taken advantage of you, even though legally you're at the age where you can. So most people, you're still a kid. I mean, what's the difference between 16 and 17? Not that much, really. But what I do want to say, I think the main point from this is, right, this is why living all together under one roof
is a bad idea.
With men that are not your mahram is not a good idea.
I mean, they are Muslims, right?
Yeah, the Muslims. That
shouldn't happen in the first place. I love how it's culture, really, because a lot of cultures are like...
If it's your brother-in-law, it's your brother.
Yeah, it's just...
But it ain't.
It's not.
It ain't your brother.
It's not.
Because you wouldn't sleep with your brother. You wouldn't have found it so easy to sleep with your actual brother, would you? And that just proves the point, really, doesn't it? Like, with loads of cultures, it's literally like... Oh, if they're in the wider family, then they just look at them like actual family. Even with cousins.
Oh shit, his age is in the title, bro. 26 years old.
Oh, he's 26 years old.
Yo,
they're quite young then.
He's 26 years old and you're 17.
I mean, like, okay, I'm thinking, I was sitting there thinking like 36, 40, but he's 26, so I can see how this could have happened. You get me?
Yeah, of course, because it happened.
No, but I get it now. I get the attraction.
Yo, man. So man's put his kids to sleep, right? And then got jiggy with their auntie.
Younger auntie as well.
I'm smiling. I smile when I'm like in the what the fuck moment. Because that is literally a what the fuck moment. How does that even happen? Like, I don't understand. And he's a house husband. So his wife is out working.
Providing for everyone.
While he is sleeping with her sister. It probably sounds like we're grilling you because...
No, we're not grilling her. Hell no, him.
Okay, so we can talk about this actual issue all day, but let's just talk about that. The actual problem. And the problem is you're pregnant.
Oh shit,
and he wants you to abort the baby.
Oh, God.
So that's the issue. That he's that much of a piece of shit that he wants you to abort the baby as well.
Especially after having 2 kids. Like,
yeah.
He knows what kids are all about.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
It's really hard to address this kind of thing when you really can't relate. I literally can't even imagine how I might be feeling if I was him or if I was her in that situation. If I was her in that situation, you know what I mean? Like, you have the baby, you literally lose your whole family. no option is a win. It's mad. Like, I can't imagine it myself, obviously, because alhamdulillah, I've never been in that situation. But for so many people, it's easy for us to say, you got to do this is the right thing. But actually, you really don't know unless you're in that.
Of course, in those situations, you really don't know.
actually
Dina doesn't
decision
feel
on
that
her
she could
head.
put that decision on your head. I don't feel like I could put that decision on your head either. But
If you were the guy, let's say. If you were that dude.
If I was the dude, I would tell you not to abort. You knew there was a possibility of you getting pregnant.
But Sid, what you gotta remember is she is young. Even what she wrote about the condom thing doesn't even make sense. She doesn't know. She doesn't have enough knowledge about sex and contraception and all that shit as much as he does.
I know the problem I have is obviously it's hard because you have to deliver the baby. If it was him having to deliver the damn baby, yeah, this would be a whole different subject. But you being the one that's literally being taken advantage of, right, having to deliver that baby as well, and he could just fucking move on.
It's not about the delivery of the baby. It's about having a baby.
I'm not talking about the delivery. I'm talking about, having the baby, everything, raising it and all of that stuff, and he could just fuck off. You know what I mean?
Whatever you feel is best for you in your situation, because we don't really know we don't know what your family's like. We don't know we don't know what's at stake for you. Do you know what I mean? We don't know your situation. But if you feel like you could have this baby and your sister eventually will, do you know what I mean? It's really hard actually to do this.
This is the type of thing.
This is the kind of
thing that you
do
really need help with this issue. You need to go see someone about this.
Yeah, you need like a social worker
because
or something.
It's
just because we're Muslims, we actually can't literally give you advice that could be the best advice for you, other than do what you feel is the best for you.
So
do you know what I mean?
I know that, but if this happened to you, what would you do?
Okay, if I was 17-year-old Dina,
yeah,
I would probably not have the baby.
You would not have the baby.
I'd probably be too fucking shit scared.
Yeah.
Knowing my dad and everything, I'd probably be, or maybe I'd run away. I'd be too shit scared. 17-year-old Dina would be like, my world has ended. That's what I would be. So I don't know what I would do. Because when I was 17, I was a totally different person, man. If I was 20, how am I old about? 28, and I wasn't married, and then I got pregnant, it'd be different.
Okay, what would you do?
Because I'm more independent, I'm more established in life, I'm older.
There is that.
I'm less scared of other people, I'm less scared of my family. Not scared, but like you're still under your parents, you're still a kid, man, when you're 17. And that's a big thing to have to deal with, especially if it's your sister's husband, for God's sake. That's the thing, we don't know what's on stake for her. She's the one who might get outcast. Her sister might never talk to her again, but want to keep her husband.
Yeah.
Everything is... We all know this idiot's going to get away with it. To some extent, more so than she is.
Of course.
We all know that because this is the nature of our communities. Which is why I don't feel like I can tell her what to do, because, alhamdulillah, we've never had to deal with that.
Because you're so young and you're not independent, it's really hard
sometimes
for you to
exactly.
raise a child.
Also because you're not independent.
Especially without the help of your family, potentially.
Yeah. And especially if he's not supporting you, telling you to have the baby, that he will take responsibility, he will tell the truth, he'll sort it out like he should be, because this is all down to him anyway. He's not taking responsibility, he's literally putting it on you to hide this little secret. You're the one who's got to go through with getting rid of your baby, because he doesn't have that emotional attachment that he's pregnant. He doesn't have that. That's why literally you need to figure out what's the best thing for you in your situation. I strongly advise that you go and just go and talk to your doctor. When you go to your doctor and talk about, okay, you're pregnant now and you need it to be confidential for cultural sensitivity and all that stuff, and tell him or her what your situation is.
Yeah, they can help.
And that you don't know what to do.
They'll get you in touch with the right people.
They'll get you in touch with the right kind of people. Because at the end of the day, it's so easy for us to sit here and be like, you should have the baby.
Yeah, it is.
The baby's a blessing. I do believe babies are a blessing and stuff, but I don't know. Just like if I'm thinking back to Dina when she's 17, and if that happened to me, and then I was pregnant, and literally when you're that age, you're not independent, you're still living with your family, you're like, you just don't know what you would do. If your life is in danger as well, I mean, it doesn't sound like it is, but you just don't know with these things, man, especially when culture's involved, because some cultures are fucked up.
And he won't be affected anyway.
Yeah, it will be the woman. It will always be the woman. Even though you're 17 and he's 26, I hate to say it to you, but you will be the one with the stigma attached to you for the rest of your life. You will be the one labelled, not him. People will forget about it after 2-3 years with him. But they won't for you, and that's why it's shit. That's why it's shit for women. And to all the guys, stop being a little bitch. Literally, a man up, take responsibility, because it's easier for you. So use that privilege that you have as a man to do the right thing. Do you know what I mean? Rather than easily just protecting yourself and letting the girl or the woman just take all the shit for the rest of her life. That's what you call oppression. That
is oppression.
Their rights are taken away from them from their own people. That there's real issues like that. And if you delve deeper, girls are going through some mad stuff round the corner from us, round the corner from you in London. Stuff within the family, and it's all down to culture.
Like, I'm just thinking about the guys out there that do this shit. Like, you know the responsibility you hold. For a second, don't think about your dick, yeah? And think about what you're gonna do if a young girl gets pregnant, especially if she's your bloody sister-in-law. What would happen? Have a think. I mean, what is it worth it? Is it worth it for you to fuck up that girl's life and fuck up yours as well,
and your kids?
Yeah, and fuck up your kids' lives
and
as
your
well.
Wives, like,
is it worth it?
Just like,
is it worth it for? Is it worth it? It probably lasted like 5 minutes.
Not even 5 minutes.
Is it worth it?
Like, you probably enjoyed that little orgasm for about 10 seconds.
But is it worth it? Is it
really
worth it? It really is not.
I hate
it's
this
not
world.
worth it.
I actually hate this world. It's crap, man. It is crap. I don't. You know what? I've had it easy. Alhamdulillah. I haven't had it bad, but I know about people and some of the abuse they've been through, and then having to deal with shit. And all at the hands of the people that are closest to them as well.
Really, you need to do what Dina said. Go to your doctor. Go see someone. You need to get some help, and you need to stay away. Fucking stay away from this guy. Seriously, stay away.
I would really. I know you're still young and stuff, and it's hard, but I would try and.
Maybe
I don't know what your relationship is like with your sister.
You do you know what? Maybe she should confide in her sister.
Maybe you can confide.
Maybe she needs to confide in her sister.
Maybe you have a
because
sister
because it could be
close.
really difficult for you, especially if your parents are abroad, to be alone in this. I know they say this all the time, but blood is thicker than water. So I think potentially you need to confide in your sister, and you need to tell her what happened, and whether you decide to keep the baby or not. I don't know. That's really something you're going to have to try and figure out. Maybe that could be a thing as well. Talk to your sister. But anyways, it was a bit of a deep one today.
Yeah. I hope that helps. Good luck. Bye.
Awkward bye.